Today we're going to be taking a look at the Walking Dead Compendium #1, where every decision is life or death, and every page is a fight for survival.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Welcome to the Comic Compass. Thank you all for tuning in. This massive book collects the first 48 issues of the series, but is it really worth reading? Let's talk about it. The Walking Dead was written by Robert Kirkman, who's also the creator of the hugely popular comic Invincible. The Walking Dead first hit shelves back in 2003 and ran all the way to 2019. Early issues had very low print runs because the publishers seriously had no idea how big this thing was going to get, and boy, did it blow up. So much so that in 2010, it was adapted into a hit TV show, competing with series like Breaking Bad. So in this compendium, you get the first 48 issues of this amazing series. You see the start of our iconic protagonist, Rick Grimes, waking up in a hospital all alone to doing whatever it takes to survive the living and the living dead. You'll also meet other key characters like Glenn, Morgan, Andrea, Michonne, and many others along the way. This book is intense and constant. Robert Kirkman does an amazing job at keeping you on edge the whole way through. Every decision, every mistake has serious consequences. There was times while reading this where I'd be like, whew, finally, a break from all this chaos, just for me to turn a couple pages and lose all hope again. The art in this series is also really well done. The earlier issues were drawn by Tony Moore and later on taken over by Charlie Adlard. One of the first things you'll notice is that it's completely in black and white, and honestly, that style grows on you the more you read. I think it adds to the gritty, intense atmosphere. Now, if black and white isn't your thing and that makes it kind of a deal breaker for you, don't worry, because The Walking Dead Deluxe is currently being released in single issues, and it's the same exact story, but just in color. And hopefully they'll release it in other formats in the near future. But personally, I recommend the OG black and white. Something this book does amazingly well is its pacing. For 48 issues, there's never a time where it feels like the story is dragging. Even in the rest periods, you're still on edge, still anticipating the next thing to go wrong. For those that watch the show, you know there's times where it feels like there's not much going on and the show is just dragging a bit, but there's none of that in here. You might even think you know the story already, but trust me, there's different personalities, there's different challenges, different relationships, and even different deaths that will 100% take you by surprise.
Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules. You don't know shit anymore.
Another thing I have to point out is just how brutal this book gets. Kirkman does an amazing job at showing the terrible things people are capable of when morals are lost and there's no authority to hold you accountable. They do not hold back at all. Some of the stuff that happens in here is seriously sick and will make anyone feel uncomfortable. It really shows just how dangerous this world is, not only because of the living dead, but also because of the living. All of this comes together to make The Walking Dead Compendium One an intense and unforgettable read. The pacing is tight, the tension never lets up, and the brutality of the story makes every decision and every choice feel real and consequential. You get deep character moments, shocking deaths, complex relationships that will stick with you long after you put the book down, and you'll want to instantly hop in to Compendium 2, 3, and 4. The only downside to the story, if there even is any, is that there's unfortunately no Daryl, but don't worry, his shoes get filled. So if you want the early story, all in one place with all the chaos, all the tension, all the unforgettable moments, this is absolutely worth picking up. Thank you all for watching, and always remember,
We are the Walking Dead.